House at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency.
Opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, after a...
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. Tell them line it up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, and we've got a good one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. That spot, 6'4", 6'5", and that. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Pat Freiermuth, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown, then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Right back to him on first down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there. I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And if you start assessing what went wrong last week, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. 17-0 our score after 1.
second down and 4. Now a give running left is Eckler. And some room to maneuver. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Once more, here's Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eckler going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over to Chalk. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Try to punch it in with Eckler. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
I'm going to have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, down early here in this first half. I think they felt their backs were against the wall already, so they go for it on fourth and goal. They're able to punch it into the end zone.
They did a nice job there, feeling like their backs were against the wall. But going ahead and hunkering down and pushing forward and getting that score, that continues to give them an opportunity.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10. Their own 45-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the draw, it's Gibson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Lions' 22-yard line.
2nd and 2. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there at a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They'll look to throw again. And able to find Kirk, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Christian Kirk, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Lions 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker.
He's got a man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, and make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. This one left side caught by Gibson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer?
He's got a man, complete, touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Batchley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
First down, and they stick with Eckler.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
This is a counter play. Eckler. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Christian Kirk. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Ravens 31, Lions 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding hot right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. For an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the lineman is just a little slow to play.
And his top speed, as computed, is pushing 20 miles an hour. And the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Straight ahead, Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one wants to see that drop. I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Michael Thomas. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. But from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
82 yards.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Next to score, Ravens 38, Lions 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting it back on the sand. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but if brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 43-yard.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball. Guys, we can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles on their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his first rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions now, 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball downfield, you got to move the chains.
That's exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
That is caught, Bateman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Again, he'll drop the throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they get 4 there on 4th and inches.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Hands it off out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 3rd down and a field goal from here will be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throw the football today. Almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
This is taken just shy of the 10 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie.